From unblockable blitzes, RPOs, and overpowered pass plays, in this video, I'll be breaking down the top 10 best plays in Madden 25 so you can use them to win more games. So let's get started. At number 1, we'll be going over the Engage Blitz, which is one of the best blitzes in the game. This Engage Blitz can be ran out of the formations Dime 1-4 or Dime 3-2 in these playbooks. Now in this video, I'll be in Dime 1-4, but the adjustments are the same exact adjustments you do in Dime 3-2. Now first, what you want to do is go to coaching adjustments and make sure auto flip is off and auto alignment is on base. Now once you have your coaching adjustments set up, you then want to go to the formation Dime 1-4. Once you're in Dime 1-4, the blitz that we'll be running will be based out of cover 4 drop. Now you could just call cover 4 drop stock, but a better thing to do is pick double safety go, then make sure you have cover 4 drop in your audibles. The reason we're coming out in double safety go is because you'll see the safeties drop down into the box, so they will be playing the seams a lot better. Then once you're in the play, all you're gonna do is press X or square and audible to cover 4 drop. Now for the blitz, I want you to user the right side linebacker, and the adjustments are to blitz all of your linebackers by pressing right on the D-pad and down on the right stick. Then rezone your user, and you can put him in any zone that you want. You just want to rezone him so you can switch stick. Then you're going to QB contain by pressing the right bumper twice, and you'll see the outside blitzers are now in a QB contain. Then all you're going to do is come down to the B gap, pretty much the left side of the left guard, and you're going to hold down the left stick, and at the snap you're going to engage with the left guard and then drop back into coverage, and this blitzer right here will come in completely free. So with the blitz set up, all I'm going to do is make sure my user is locked in. I'm going to hold the left stick down and engage with the left guard, and what you're going to see is that blitzer will come in completely free for an easy sack. The other cool thing about this blitz is that it still comes in with just 3 rushers. So what we're going to do is put the D tackle in a zone. We can do this by double tapping left on the D-pad, pressing the icon that is over the D tackle, which is Y, and then I like putting him in a vertical hook to the right, which is down on the left stick, so he will be in that zone like you see on the screen. Then the adjustments are the same. All we're going to do is run into the left guard, and you're going to see this blitz still comes in completely free with only 3 rushers. Now this blitz can also come in on the right side, so all you're going to do is do the same exact adjustments, but this time you're going to user the left linebacker. You're going to go to the right of the right guard, and then at the snap, we're going to engage with the right guard, and that blitzer will come in free. So at the snap, I engage with the right guard, and that blitzer still comes in completely free on the right side. At number 2, we're going to go over the passing play PA Snag in the formation normal Y off close. Now in this play, you always want to be sure you have the 2 far receivers on the far side of the field. Now the great thing about this play is 1, you can run a lot of setups out of it, and number 2, since it's a play action play, it completely stops loop blitzes. So right here, you see the defense is in a loop blitz, but because we have a play action play, you're gonna see that the loop blitz doesn't loop and it gets easily blocked. So for the first setup out of PA Snag, all we're gonna do is streak the outside receiver on the left. We're gonna put a corner on the tight end. We're going to put a flat on the running back, and then we're going to drag the slot receiver on the right side. Now this play literally beats any defense in Madden. And your first read here is always the running back flat. If the defense is not guarding the flats, you're just going to give it to the running back every time for easy yards and hopefully make some people miss for more yards after the catch. Your second read is the drag route, and that drag route can beat man, or it can get underneath really any zone in the game. So at the snap, we're going to see that drag route gets underneath and we can hit him for easy yards. Now your next read is the tight end corner, and this tight end corner is very, very good against man or zone. You're gonna see against zone defense, it will get into a sweet spot on the sidelines. The reason that is open is because of pull routes. So you're gonna see against a zone, this flat by the running back will pull this flat zone down. This streak will pull the deep zone up, leaving a wide open window for the tight end corner on the sidelines. Your last read in this play is the post route, and this post is very, very good because it's a short post. And short posts are great at beating zone or man. So you're going to see against a zone defense, this gets underneath deep blue zones, and you're going to see even against match, it will beat its man for huge gains down the field. Now another setup you can run is to streak the tight end, streak the slot receiver, and then put the running back on a flat. These two streaks can attack the seams very well, but they also make the post more open because it pushes any deep zones back. So you're gonna see the post get wide open in the intermediate part of the field, just like you see right there against man or zone. I also want to mention that the spacing route by AJ Brown could get open in the soft spot of a zone, just like you see right there. At number 3, we have the play whips in the formation bunch tight end. Now in the play, you want to be sure you have the bunch on the far side of the field. For the adjustments, put the running back on a flat, then put the middle bunch receiver on a post and custom stem it all the way down by pressing Y, then the receiver icon, then hold LB and the left stick all the way down, so then you have a post stemmed all the way down to the line of scrimmage. Then I want you to put the outside receiver on a flat just like this. Now this play is incredibly hard to guard, all because of the 2 whip routes. You pretty much will have one of these 2 whip routes open every single play. So against zone, you just want to read what whip gets open, and right there we have this route or this whip, so he gets an easy 5 to 10 yards. And it's the same thing versus man. So you see the defense is now in a man coverage and we have our play set up, and you're gonna see that these whip routes will get wide open for easy yards and easy throws. And if your opponent doesn't know how to guard that, you can almost spam that play every time. The other thing I want to mention is that you can hit these whip routes in the middle of the field. You don't have to wait until they break all the way to the outsides. If you see the middle of the field is open, be sure you hit those whip routes in the middle. Now another setup we could run out of this is simply doing the same adjustments that we did before, but this time we're just gonna put the tight end on a streak. So now we have a pull route streak, and you're gonna see that pull route could get the post more open with a pass lead down and away from the deep zones. At number 4, we're gonna go over a powerful loop blitz that you can run out of the formation dime 1-4. Now for this loop blitz, you wanna be sure you have auto flip off and auto alignment on base. Then after you set your coaching adjustments, you wanna go to dime 1-4, and the play that we'll be going over is cross 3 fire. Now again, an optional adjustment is to make sure you have cross 3 fire in your audibles. So let me set that up, cross 3 fire, and then come out in double safety go. That does make the defense better, but just to show you that it works if you just call the play stock in case you don't want to use double safety go, I'm just going to call cross 3 fire stock for this play. Now in the play, this is super simple to set up. You want a user the right side linebacker, and you want to put your user in a hook curl. Then you want to shade down by pressing Y and then down on the right stick. Now what a lot of people do, and it is what I recommend, is put your safeties in deep quarters so you have a cover 4 shell. Now you could QB contain to make sure the QB doesn't roll out. That's an optional adjustment. I like QB containing because QBs do like to roll out against this. And at the snap, you're gonna see that this loop comes in completely free just like that. And if you have faster linebackers, or if you can put safeties in at linebacker, I definitely would do so because faster players in these positions will make the blitz that much better. Now, another thing I want to show you in this play is that you can put the D end on the left side in a vert hook or a hard flat, whatever you want, and this will still come in with just 3 players, but I wouldn't QB contain if you do this, but it will still come in completely fine. So you're gonna see here that loop comes in completely free with just 3 players. At number 5, we'll be going over another loop blitz, but this time out of the formation dime 3-2. Now for the coaching adjustments, you again want auto flip off and auto alignment on base. So the play we'll be going over in dime 3-2 is cover 4 quarters. Now this is completely optional, but you could come out in double safety go and then audible to cover 4 quarters. But for this video, we're just gonna come out and cover 4 quarters stock. Now this play, cover 4 quarters, is a match coverage play. So if you wanna turn match coverage off, all you have to do is shade down or shade underneath. You can do this by pressing Y or triangle and then down on the right stick, which will convert the purple quarter flats to light blue hard flats. Now for the blitz, all you're gonna do is take this right side linebacker and move him over behind the left side linebacker, and then you're going to user the left side linebacker. Now this is optional, but I like QB containing because I don't want the QB rolling out. And when I snap the ball, you're gonna see this looper comes in completely free. And again, if you have faster people to put at the linebacker position, that blitz will be even better. At number 6, we have the play Y sail in the formation doubles flex Y off close. Now in this play, you wanna be sure you have the 2 far side receivers on the wide side of the field. Now for this setup, all you wanna do is put the Y receiver on a drag, and that's the only thing you have to do. Now this play beats man or zone defense. And as always, your first read is the running back flat route. At the snap of the ball, if the defense does not have a flat, you're going to give it to the running back every time and try to get some extra yards after the catch. Your second read is the drag route, and against zone, it can get underneath the linebackers, and against man, it can create separation. So if the flat route by the running back is guarded, you're then going to look at the drag, and you're going to see the drag is open, so we're going to hit him in that open window. Now we have the corner route, and that is your third read. The cool thing about this corner route is that you can custom stem it all the way down if you want, you can custom stem it up if you want, but again, this is your third read, and against zone defense, this can get open on the sidelines just like you'll see in this play. This will happen against a cover 2, 3, or 4. Now when I go to the instant replay, what you're going to see is that this fade route is going to push back any of the deep zones. So against a cover 4, against a cover 3, or against a cover 2, this will push back the deep zones, creating wide open space for this deep tight end corner route on the sidelines. Now your last read is the outside receiver on the left side on the in route. This is a very good route this year because it beats man and gets into the soft spot of the zone in the middle of the field, just like you see right there. This play is really good and it's very hard to defend for most people, so I definitely would give this a try. At number 7, we have the play bench pivot in the formation bunch. So in this play, you want to be sure you have the bunch side on the wide side of the field. And this play requires only 2 adjustments. Put a drag on the tight end and then put a flat on the running back. Now you could block the running back if you need extra protection, but if you don't think you do, put him on a flat. Now this play is very good against man or zone, and your first read here again is the running back flat unless you're blocking him. So at the snap, if there is no flat, we're going to give it to the running back and we're going to try to get some extra yards. Now your second read is the tight end drag, and this is a very good route against man or zone. So when I snap the ball, if we see the drag is open right away, we're just going to hit him very quickly for 4 to 5 and maybe more yards. Now your third read is the out route by the X receiver, which is AJ Brown. Now if there's no flat on that side, or if the flat doesn't get there fast enough, you can hit this route on the sidelines just like you see right here and try to hopefully get a better rack animation for some easy yards. Your next read is the pivot route, and this pivot route is very good. This pivot can beat man or zone. So you're going to see against zone defense, he's going to find this easy open window for a couple of yards almost against any zone. Now the reason why this is so good is because this out route pulls flat defenders towards the sidelines, which opens up an open window for the pivot route. So again, the pivot route runs towards the middle of the field and then breaks outside, and he finds this open window for an easy gain. Now, like I said, this pivot route is very good against man, so you're going to see against man, he creates a ton of separation. So you can easily go to that pivot route if you need it against man. Now, your last read in this play is the in route by the solo receiver on the right side. This again is a very good route, so again, if like a user tries to guard something else, you can hit this very quickly. Right when he's breaking to the inside. At number 8, we have the play shock halfback wheel in the formation bunch spread nasty. Now in this formation, you again want the bunch on the wide side of the field. And for the adjustments, you're going to put the A receiver on a streak. Then you're going to put the X receiver, the outside receiver on the left side, on a corner route and stem him all the way down. Then you're going to put the solo receiver on the right side, the B receiver, on a drag. Now this play beats any zone defense in the game. You're going to see against a cover 3 defense or a cover 4 defense, this corner route will get wide open on the sidelines. Now the very cool thing about this play is it's also a cover 2 one-play touchdown. So you're going to see at the snap of the ball, the fade route by the point receiver will get wide open on the sidelines over the deep half safety for a one-play score if you don't get stopped at the 1-yard line. Now when I go to the instant replay, the reason being is because this fade route is going to be going to the sidelines, and this streak will pull this deep half towards the middle of the field, which opens up this fade route on the sidelines for a huge play. Now what about man defense? Well, against man defense, that fade route, that corner route, and we have the wheel and drag that all beat man coverage. So what I want you to see here is that fade route can beat his man press defender and get wide open over the top if there's no deep safety help for a one-play touchdown, again versus man defense. And the other thing to remember is the wheel route by the running back is very good against man defense, and that can also go for a one-play touchdown for a good pass lead over the top. to the running back as long as he's faster than the linebacker that will usually be manned up on him. At number 9, we're going to go over the best RPO in the game, RPO Read Y Flat in the formation Y off trips nasty. Now for this play, you want the trip side on the far side of the field. And this is such an easy RPO because you almost want to throw to the flat every time because not many people know how to defend it, and it's usually open. So at the snap, if the flat is open, you're just going to give it to the flat, try to get upfield for some easy yards. And you can literally spam that if your opponent does not know how to guard it. So again, at the snap, we're going to have a wide open receiver or wide open tight end on the flat for easy yards. Now, if for some reason the defense does play it well, something you can do is actually highball the pass to prevent interceptions. And you can do that by holding LB or L1 while passing the ball. So when I snap the ball, if I hold LB, you're going to see it's a higher pass and we jump for it, but it's a lot harder to intercept the ball. Now, if the flat is guarded, you then want to read the read key. If the read key stays put, you just want to press no button to give the ball to the running back for a handoff. But if the read key runs after the running back, you then want to hold A or X on PlayStation to keep the ball with the QB. So when I snap the ball, the read key runs with the running back, so I press A and have an easy couple of yards with a QB run. At number 10, we have the play tight end whip in the formation Y off trips Pats. Now in the play, you always want the 3 wide receiver side on the far side of the field. For the adjustments, you can simply put the outside receiver on a streak and then the middle receiver on the trip side on a flat. Then you can put the running back also on a flat. This beats man or zone. Your first read here, as always, is the running back flat, and if there's no flat route or flat zone, you could hit the running back wide open for an easy gain. Your next read is the flat route on the right side with the slot corner, and again, if there's no flat over there, you can hit him real quickly for an easy catch. If those first 2 reads aren't open, your next read is the tight end zig, and this zig beats man or zone. So at the snap, if the 2 flat routes are guarded, you have the zig wide open in this window for an easy 5 to 8 yards. And your last read is the post, and this post is one of the best posts in the game because it's a short post, and it beats man or zone. So at the snap, if all the reads are covered, you want to look at the post, and he could get open in the middle of the field just like that underneath the deep blue zones. Now, one really cool thing I want to show you is that you can custom stem the zig route up if you want to. So a cool little play that you could do is motion the running back over, put him on a flat, put the middle receiver on a drag, and then I like putting the solo receiver on the left side on a regular post just to have better route spacing. And just like always, your first read is the running back flat. So at the snap, we can hit the flat real quickly if there's no flat zone for just a couple of yards. Your next read is the slot receiver on the drag, and this drag can get underneath zones just like you see right here and try to take it upfield for a massive gain. Your next read in the play is the zig route by the tight end, but it's stemmed around 10 yards up the field. Now this route again can beat man or zone, and against zone it gets into the soft spot of the field for a huge gain down the field. And if your opponent tries to man up the zig route, you're gonna see that it even beats man coverage, just like you see there. It's literally a zig route just stemmed 10 yards upfield, which is very cool. Now, if you want more cool plays like that, click on this video where I made a whole scheme out of the formation Y off trips Pats so you can score more points and win more games. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time.